Nick. That Mercedes there?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah,
Hi.
Mercedes
So,
is here.
so how are your eyes?
Oh, coming on, coming on. It was very foggy, but now it's clearing up little by little. They say 10 weeks before I get the full. I can see the progress.
Okay,
Only
very good.
now and then pain and hurting. If I hold it down too long, I have to
Oh,
shut it off. I get a stick in there. It's
oh,
healing. It's healing slowly. Thank you.
okay.
Okay, so what we will do today, we'll go over the assignment. Make sure if you don't understand something, ask questions and we'll go over it. And we will be doing bar graphs. The next series of graphs will be bar graphs. So we will look at bar graphs and we'll do some examples. And your homework will have bar graphs, but of course it will have line graphs too, but mostly bar graphs. Okay, so let's go through our homework. Now, I gave you data in columns, but the columns are really horizontal and vertical values. All right. So, and I put it here. Column 1 is on the horizontal, column 2 is on the vertical. All right. So, let's look at the graphs. Now, first, let's look at the columns. That means that we said column 1, let's go back up here. Column 1 is the horizontal X, column 2 is the Y. So that means X is 0, Y is 2. X is 1, Y is 3. X is 2, Y is 4, etc. All the way down to X is 10 and Y is 3. So this will be a line graph, right? And it will be one line. And if that's the case, now let's look at the graphs. A, there's a line graph. What about B? Is that a line graph?
That's a horizontal. I don't know.
Is that a line graph?
Yeah.
Anybody?
It looks on.
I can see the lesson, Miss Barbara. I don't know what I have a new
One is a
tab.
line graph. Yeah, it's a line graph.
Mercedes, you don't see this with the blue lines? Mercedes?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you see this graph?
No, all I can do is seeing you and I can see where the other people are speaking are.
You don't see
This
the
is a
screen?
no, just you I'm looking at.
You
It's
on
a
the
new
phone? Are you on the phone or on the computer?
no, I'm a tablet. On a new tablet, so I don't understand all of it.
Oh, so you don't see the screen on your tablet.
I'm trying to find it.
Okay. Because here's the B, and
Oh
B
no, I
actually,
see.
you see it?
No,
Okay,
yes, no, it just
see,
come right up.
see, B has two lines. It has this line, and then it has, well, actually, it has three. It has this line, it has this line sloping down, that's a decrease, and then it has this line down, up, down, and leveling off. So
So
it's
number 2 is horizontal.
no horizontal. Marietta means 0 to 12. Those values are on the horizontal.
Oh, okay.
And then the vertical, the column 2 is from 0 to 25.
Okay.
Or if you want to say this is the X line on your coordinate grid, this is X line, and then the vertical is the Y line. Okay?
I can see the numbers. The numbers is so light. You can't see the numbers, huh?
Okay,
That's why
can you
I
see
said
2,
that
4, 6, 8, 10, 12? You don't see those?
it's light. Can't see too good.
Okay, but can you see a 2?
Yeah, I could see it now. I have to put my eyes close to
4,
the
6, 8, 10, 12. And then
yeah.
on the vertical is what?
0 to 0, 5,
5,
35.
30, no, 20, 25, 30, no, 25, 20, 25, 35. All right. So,
Okay.
all right. And then C, what does C have? C has just a line graph, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what about D? D, again, you have a graph here, a
And
line
graph.
here, and then up, down. So you have 3. So since I said it should just be one line, you can eliminate D and eliminate what? B. So now you're between A and what? A and C.
And see.
A and C. Now,
Okay.
okay, look at your values. Okay, let's go back to the table of values. Okay, now column 1. What did we say column 1 was? Go back up here. Column 1 is the horizontal or X. Column 2 is the Y. So let's go here. This is 0x and 2y. Okay, let's go back to our graphs. Find the 0x and the 2y. Is it here? Is that a 0? 0 on the horizontal, and that could be a 2, right? Okay, let's go to the one we said it could be. Let's go to C, and you have C 0, and that's about 2, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back to our second value because we can eliminate anything now. Now we have X is 1 and Y is 3. So go back to your graph, Maureen. Tell me which one has, what was it, 1 and 3? Okay, there's a 1. Between 0 and 2 is a 1. And then go to the left, and that's about a 3, right? Okay, so let's go to C. Now, does C have a 1 and a 3? Right? Yeah, there's a 1 and there's a 3. Okay, now let's go. Now, the next is 2. 2 on when this is 2 and this is Y. Okay, so let's go to 2 on this one. This is 2. Now, notice these values are different. When it's 2 on the X, what is it on the Y, Maureen? That's about what? This is 2 on the horizontal. Now, when I go all the way up and go across, what value is that of Y? About what would you say?
About 12?
Yeah,
20.
about 12. Or, no, not 20. I'll say this is between the 10 and the 15. So it would be like she said, 12 or 13. So let's go back to our table and see what those values are. Okay. So when it's a 3, it's a 4, right? 3x, y is 4. So let's go back to our graphs. And we said 3 is a 4. That would be about here, right? 3. I'm sorry, no, 3 is here. 3, and there's a 4. Okay. But if you go to that other C, when it was 3, it was also about a 4. So I think it's the 4. The 4 we have to look at. When it's 4, y is 5. Okay. And on the other one, when it's 4, y is 5. So it looks like we may have to go to, no, I'm sorry, 2, there's a 13. And 2 on the C is about a 4. So the table had what for 2? Let's go back to the table. 2 was 4. So which one is it? There it is, 2 and 4. So which graph would it be, Maureen? Which one has 2 and then a 4? It's not this one because this has like about 12. Okay, let's go to the C. C has what? 2 and 4. So what is it, Marietta? Which one? Which would you say, Marietta?
C.
C, very good. So the answer would be C. So that's how you determine what the answer is. You look at the table and then you look at the graphs. And you, like I say, you could eliminate where you had more than one line. Okay, so answer C. Questions on number 1?
Well, with me, I don't understand one thing you did like because I'm struggling to look at it.
What is it, Mercedes?
Don't just listen, Mercy. Don't strain it. Just listen. I
Okay.
don't try
Thank
to
you.
read.
Good advice from Maureen. Yeah.
Yeah, just listen. Don't try to
Okay.
read. The hurt your
Yeah.
eyes.
Well, actually, I sent you this in the postal mail, Mercedes.
This work here?
Yes, yes.
I haven't get it yet.
I know because they didn't pick up from my building for a couple of days. So when I
Okay.
put it like 2 or 3 days ago and it sat there and they didn't pick it up until like 2 days later. So you would
Okay.
have gotten
Thank
it
you.
sooner had they picked it up. But like I have no control over the mail people. I think sometimes they have new people and they don't pick it up, or they may not be going back to the post office. I don't know their system, but usually they pick up the day I leave it out. Okay, but
By the
you'll
time
be,
I get it, my eyes may be much better, so I can
yeah.
fix it
Well,
better every day.
I sent you this and the college prep work too. I sent both of them to you.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
so you could, because it's easier for you with the hard copy. All right. Any questions on number one? Maureen, you were about to say something on number one.
But to be truthful, Miss Barber, these graphs of me is not no good friends.
What
I
about it?
don't really, I don't really get. I understand you say no, but I really don't understand them if I done it myself.
You don't understand the graphs? Okay.
No, not all. I understand some, but not all.
Okay. Now, but do you understand? Well, okay, let me
I
do
understand
a
this
new
one that you was talking about there.
okay. Now, okay, let me just draw a coordinate grid. And this is the foundation. I want to make sure you understand this. Okay. All right. This is Y. Now, Maureen, you understand this, right? This is Y and this is X.
Yeah,
You understand that, right?
yeah.
So this line is hard. Oh, who's making the noise? Who's rattling? Is that you, Mercedes, or you, Maureen?
I'm not sure. I just moved the thing and it slapped down on
But
this.
yeah, you're moving and
I'm
it's
sorry.
very
Pardon me.
disturbing. Okay.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
Be careful. When you do things you think maybe noise, go to mute and then, then unmute yourself after. All
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Okay. Now, so does everybody understand this line is horizontal and we call it the X line? This line is vertical. We call it the Y line. Now, is that clear to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the rattling again. Is that you again, Mercedes?
No, ma'am.
It's not me neither.
Well, okay. Well, Mercedes is on mute now. Okay. So to make sure you understand the basic, a coordinate grid, vertical on the Y, horizontal on the X. Is that much clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, let me just put here, and I'll put a 1 here. All right. And I'll put a 2 here. We're all going to deal with the positive numbers here. 3, all right, and 4. Okay. Those values are on the horizontal or X line. Now, let me put here, I'll put 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Now, let's plot these. Suppose I was at 1 and 2. So I put a dot here. Now, at that point, X is 1 and Y is 2. So I can just really label it. You always put the X first. 1, 2, X, Y. Now, is that part clear?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let me go to 2 on the horizontal X, and then I'll go to 3 on the vertical. So here I have another dot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I can connect these, and if I connect these, I'll have a line. Now, let me go to 4 over here on the horizontal, and now I have 4 on the vertical. Okay, so I'll put another dot here, and then I connect it, and you see I'm getting a line graph.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say a line graph, connecting the points. Now, each point is really a horizontal, then a vertical. Like this one, if we wanted to label it, it would be 4 for the X and 4 for the Y. So that's all we're doing with line graphs, connecting the points.
Good.
Is that clear to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the line graph that I gave you values for, I gave you the X and Y, the horizontal and vertical values. And you were to use that table of values to determine which graph matched that. All
Okay.
right. So you pick
Okay.
out the X value, pick out the Y value, look at the graphs and say which one matches. But like I said, it was just one line graph. So you could eliminate those two that had 3 graphs on them. You only look
Okay.
at the 2 that had the 2 line graphs. All right. And
Yeah.
you looked at certain values and you were able to eliminate one of them because its value was too high. It wasn't a value in the table. So you could eliminate that one and say, well, no, it's got to be C because the other one had a higher value than in the table. Got it?
Miss
Yeah.
Barber,
Yes, Mercedes.
I'm sorry. The part with the 2 and you label it 2 and 1 and 2. I don't quite clear how you get it.
Okay. This
I understand
is
I got the 4, but I don't.
okay. Here we go right here. Let me just put it in the order, Mercedes. X, Y. Always X first, right?
Yeah.
So if we label it X, Y, what is
Yeah.
X? Can you see this, Mercedes?
Okay. X is 1. Okay.
That's right. See, if I go all the way up vertical, I'm sitting here at 1
X is
on the
1.
horizontal or X line.
Okay.
Then I go to my left and my vertical or Y line is a 2.
And you
So
cross
that means
over. Mm.
that's right. So if you just want to say like this, okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
So
So
X
that's how
is
you
1, Y is 2.
these 2. Got you. Thank you so
You
much.
got it? And like this one, what is this one, Mercedes? What is X and what is Y?
What is X and what is what? See, it seems like 2 too. It's
X
honored
is 2. What is Y?
and Y is also 2.
No.
Hold on a minute. Let me look before you say anything.
Well, actually,
X,
Y, I tried to get it close to 3. It's not exactly close, but really it's more like a 3.
3. Okay, because it
Okay.
was odd enough. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly the scale here. But anyway, 2 is right here. See, so it would be here if it were a 2.
Yeah.
So it's above the 2 and close to 3, but it's not as close as it should have been. So X is a 2 and Y is a 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Now, Mercedes, suppose I put a point right here.
Okay.
Okay. Now you tell me what is X and what is Y. There's a point right there. What is X?
I put a point there. What is X? X is 3.
That's
No,
it.
no, no.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
you're
yes,
right.
yes,
3, because
yes.
that's the horizontal. What is Y?
Y is 1.
1. Very good. You got it. Okay. We went up to the 3 and then go over
Go
to the
across
1.
the 1.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Up to the
Thank you.
3 and then across to the
So
vertical
1.
Y. All right. Is that clear now, Maureen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes it should be easier now when you look at the line graphs. Okay. Because all they are is a representation of what's on the coordinate grid, X and Y lines. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's go back to our lesson. Let's see. This is okay. All right. And let's go to number 2. If there are no questions on number 1 on those graphs. Okay, let's go to number 2. Now here's a line graph. It represents sales over a given period of time. From this graph, does it appear the sales are constantly increasing or decreasing over time? What would you say, Marietta, for number 2?
It decrease.
What did you say?
I said decrease.
They're decreasing?
Yeah.
Okay. This, what is right here? What year is this?
2000.
What is the sales for 2000? Sales are over on the vertical.
Oh.
So what are the sales for 2000, the year 2000? Right here. There we go.
1.
One.
1.
Okay. Now let's go to
I can't see too good. I tell you the numbers is clear light.
Yeah, okay. Now let's go to 2005. I'm right here, right?
It went up.
Okay. So is that an increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase. So it's not a decrease. You said a decrease.
Yeah,
If it were a decrease, it would be sloping down. You know? All right. If it were decrease, the line would slope down. If increase, it's going up. So your answer should be constantly. That's right. A.
That's what I have.
You had
That's
A,
Mm-hmm.
but you said
that's
you.
that's the honest word that I understand.
Well, that's progress.
Yeah, have it. Only the first one I didn't have because I could not see them. I could
Okay.
not see some of them, the numbers.
Okay. Yes. But you didn't really have to see all the numbers,
Can't see too good.
right? Because if this is 1999 and this is 2005, then these numbers are going up. So it really doesn't matter that you don't see the numbers, but you know they are increasing,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can see that, you can see they're increasing. Okay, so the answer constantly increasing. And like I said, it was decreasing, the line would slope down,
Yeah.
decrease, okay? In other words, you could say I had sales of 10 at 2000, and now at 2005, I've got sales of 6. That's a decrease, right? Okay, so let's look at now number 3. Maureen, read number 3. I know you can solve this.
A
Read
school
number 3.
newspaper surveyed the students' body for an article about club membership. The table below shows the number of students in each grade level who belong to one or more clubs.
Okay. Keep reading.
If there are 180 students in ninth grade, what percentage of the ninth grade students belong to more than one club?
Okay. Now, so you're only dealing with one grade level, even though you've got 4 grade levels in the table, right? So you always have to look at your table, know what's in the table, and then know what you need. Okay. So, Maureen, there's 180 students in ninth grade. How many students? Okay, because it said we want to find the number of students in more than one club. So let's underline more than one club. So, Maureen, how many students are in more than one club in the ninth grade?
More than one?
Yes. Here's ninth grade right here.
They got 90 in one club, 33 in two clubs, 12 or more in three.
3 or more. Okay. So how many are in more than one club?
12.
Isn't 2 clubs more than one?
Yeah.
So what's the total number of students in ninth grade who are in more than one club? Maureen?
33. And you're going to add the 12 too? Or
Well, isn't that more than one?
Yeah.
And that 2 is more than one. 3 or more is more than one. So what would you add, Maureen?
The 33 and the 12.
That's it. Very good. See, I knew you could solve it. See, so you'd add the 33 and the 12. So let's take 33 plus 12. And what's that equal to, Maureen? That's a math.
45.
45. And we take 45 divided by 180, and that will give you a decimal, and then you convert it to a percent. What's that equal to, Maureen?
Okay, 45 divided by 180. $1.25 is a decimal.
What?
It's one. It come here to 1.25.
1.25.
Yeah.
45 divided by 180.
Yeah.
I got 0.25.
That's the answer. Marietta, you're right. Maureen, how did you get 1.25?
You divide 45 by 180, right?
Yeah.
Now my calculator tell me.
Oh, you put it in incorrect.
Oh, I do 4 or 5 divide by 180 enter.
And
I get 1.25 by 10 minus.
you get what?
1.25.
You put 45.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Division sign 180. Enter. And what did you get, Maureen?
Okay, we do the over.
45 divided by 180.
Divided by 180. Tell me so all the type of my thing. So enough my boy my saying working good.
What did you get?
Same thing all the time.
No, you should get 0.25, 1/4. 45 is 1/4 of 180. 1/4 is 25%.
Yes, Miss Rocha, I got 4.
What did you
So
get, Mercedes?
I get the 1/4, which is
Yeah,
25.
that's right. You get 1/4. So if you simplify that, because 4 times 45 is 180.
0.25 is 25%.
25%. That's right.
It's a quarter.
So yeah,
45
divided by
divided by
180.
180 into. Again all the time. You know.
Wait,
It looked like a it looked like it looked like a one, it looked like a zero by and a full zero. And I
Is-
only that I gotta check it up again.
what did you get, Maureen?
Okay, 45 divided by 180
80.
into 0.25, but you can't hardly see the zero though.
Okay, so it's 0.25, and
Yeah.
that decimal is 25%. So that's your answer. 25% of the ninth grade students belong to more than one club. So you had to look at the table, look at the ninth grade row, and 90 in one club. So more than one club would be the 2 clubs and the 3 or more clubs. So it'd be 33 plus 12, 45. What percent 45 is of 180? And that's 25%. Any questions on that problem? Number 3.
No.
Okay, so that's number 3.
Miss Barbara,
Yes.
when I first look at it, I thought I should add up the 3 numbers, like 90 and 33 and 12.
Yeah, but did you read what they asked you to find, Mercedes? If there are 180 students in ninth grade, what percentage of the ninth grade students belong to more than one club? So it's not the one club, 90 belong to one club, more than one. So you only look at the columns that have more than one club. And that's 33 and 12. Got it?
But so you're saying that when you say one club, that's one club, but when you say 2 clubs, that's 2 different clubs.
Well, that's what two means.
Clubs. I know. I just want to get it clear. I
Yeah,
thought they
and
were just
three
saying.
or more clubs. So more than one will have to be
I
anything
didn't
greater
understand.
than one.
Yeah, I didn't understand the one club, two club, three club. I mean, you just telling that it's three clubs, but now I understand that two clubs mean two clubs.
Yeah, and then three
Separate thing.
means three or more means it could be 3, 4, 5 clubs. All right, three or
Okay.
more. Okay, so there's three categories. You either belong in one club, or you belong in two clubs, or you belong in three or more clubs. But
Three.
the sum of more than one would be all the categories greater than one, which would be the two and the three or more. That's why you add the 33 and the 12. Got it, Mercedes?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Now, if I said, how many students belong to one club, what would you do, Mercedes?
Say that again, please.
And that's a method of math. What percent of the students belong to one club in the ninth grade?
What percent of
And
student belong
that's a method of math. You don't need calculator or
belong
pencil paper.
belong to the ninth?
In the ninth grade,
Yeah.
what's the percent of the students belong to one club?
So
What would be your answer?
I'm not sure. My answer should be like 90% of the 180.
What? Let me say what I just said. What percent
90% of 180.
of the ninth grade students belong to one club? And that's a method of math. What did you say, Mercedes?
That would be 2%.
No.
I'm not sure.
How many students in the ninth grade belong to one club?
90 students.
Yes. And we just learned how many students are in the ninth grade.
And 180.
What's 90 divided by 180?
That's 2.
Method of math.
180 divided by 1. I got 2.
No, 90 divided by 180. You're looking for percent.
Oh.
What's 90 divided by 180? Method of math.
0.5.
Yeah, 1/2.
So it's
1/2, which is 50%. Right? 1/2. And that's 50%. That's why I said method of math, because it's just,
yeah, got it.
you got it? See,
18,
I
yeah.
said what percent belong to one club?
Yeah,
There's 90.
yeah. I
90 is
wasn't thinking
exactly 1/2 of 180.
because is half of 180 is 90, which is a half, which is 50%.
That's right. That's
Right,
why I
correct.
said
I wasn't
method of
thinking.
math, right?
Yeah, because if you simple it out, you say 9 and 9 is 18. Half of 18 is 9.
Yes.
So just like you say 180, well, after half of 180 is 90. So the 90 will mean 50%.
That's it. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. Any questions on that problem?
No.
Okay. All right. Now, this one involved what? The line of the best fit. And remember, I said you could have scattered points and you draw a line in the middle, like dividing like half the points on one side of the line and about half on the other. So that line that you see here is the line of best fit. Now, the question was, Michael swam 2,000 yards on each of 18 days. Okay. So he swam 9,000 yards, and there's the swimming time in minutes, and there's his heart rate. Okay. Now this scatter plot shows his swim time for and corresponding heart rate after each swim. And we have the line of best fit. For the swim that took 34 minutes, Michael's actual heart rate was how many beats per minute less than the rate predicted by the line of best fit. So we're looking at the 34 minutes. All right. So 34 minutes right here. So Maureen, okay, so at this point you have 150 on the line of best fit, right? So you see the 150. So let me just put here. So you have 150 on the line of best fit. Now, let's find see, it says how many beats per minute less than the rate predicted by the line of best fit. What was the heart rate? So on the line of best fit was 150. Now, what was a point on the line that's not on the line of best fit? What would you say? That's the point right here. What would you call that?
I would say
What would you call that, Maureen? It's this dot right here. What's that value?
like, let me see.
This is 140 right here, right?
Uh-huh.
Now you're going up by 2. So
That's
this
like
is
42. 40. That would be
46, 48.
48.
44.
Because
48.
that's 42, 44, 46,
48.
148, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you don't see the points here, it's going up by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 142, 144, 146, 148. All right. So the on the line of best fit was 150, and the actual was 148. What's the difference, Maureen?
2.
That's it. That's your answer. 150 minus 148.
Difference is
That's
2.
equal to 2.
Answer
And
B.
your answer would be answer B. Okay, that's the answer. So let me just put this down here.
What number
And
that is?
that's number 4.
Okay.
Number 4, answer B. You have find the line, look on the line of best fit, and you get 150. See, that's right on the line of best fit. Look at the actual point plotted. That's right here. That's 148. Subtract the 2, and you get a difference of 2. Questions on number 4?
No.
Miss, when I look at the lines first, Miss, I
Yes,
was counting by
I done
one.
that one. I had the answer.
you had the
But
answer, Maureen.
yeah.
Very good. Now, Mercedes, what were you saying?
I was saying, when I look at the line going up, I was counting 1, and I get 49. That's a 49 and 149 and 50.
Oh,
So then you get 2.
but when
So
you saw 1, 2, 3, 4, that can't be 1,
let
right?
me see.
No, if you try to count 1,
Uh-huh.
41, 2, 3, 4, you won't get the 50.
Yeah, I did that
And
first,
it'd
and
be
I
by
stopped.
2, right?
When I get 40, I said, but that is 50. Oh, but it can be 1. So I said, let me wait, and then you started coming by 2. I said, oh,
Yeah, you have to
I
count, because
it goes by 2.
if you would count by 1, you'd have more lines
Yes.
between 140 and 150. So if you have less lines, then it can't be counted by 1. It has to be like 2, 4, 6, 8.
And
Got
the
it?
difference 2 make it 50.
That's
150.
it. And then add 2, 150. Okay. Questions?
So that is to remind us, Miss, that the word difference means subtract.
Well, difference always means subtract. Like
No,
sum,
and the
that's
same thing
the
mine.
result. The result of
Is
subtraction is
yeah,
difference.
difference. Yeah.
How many minutes less than means subtraction. Less than. More than
Between
would
the
be added.
numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. Questions number 4. Remember when I went over the line of best fit, I want you to be able to recognize it and be able to use it. So I gave you a problem, line of best fit. There's the line drawn between the points. So on the line, you have the value and then the actual point plotted where you have the dot. So that's actual and that's line of best fit. Okay, let's look at number 5. Anybody do number 5?
let me see what I had for 5.
What did you have for 5, Maureen?
I had I had C for 5, but I don't know if it's right.
East and north in the third quarter. Okay, there's east and there's north. Maureen has the answer. Now, Maureen, that is correct. Now,
Wow.
you want to explain to your
No,
classmates?
I
Yes, you
can't.
do. Don't tell me you guess.
Oh yeah.
No, you didn't guess. You you realized to get a ratio of 2 to 1, you had to show a difference. 1 2 times the other, right? So okay. So here's how you analyze a problem like this. It says ratio of 2 to 1. That means one of the values is twice the value of the other. So when you look at the graphs and one is 2 times the other, you got to figure that that high point has to be one of them, right? Because see, these are too close to where's the noise coming from?
I don't
Mercedes, is
know.
that you?
I'm
No.
doing laundry, so if you heard that thing boom, 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 that's why I tell you I'm in and out. I'm doing some
Okay.
laundry.
Because that you got to go to mute when you have offline noise. You should go to mute.
No, I put it on mute, but I came back and it's still doing the noise.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I was saying to find the ratio of 2 to 1, you've got to look out. You would look at the highest because for one to be 2 times the value of the other, it's got to be one of the high points. And then you look at the low points that makes it 2 times bigger than the low point. So the low point would be what? About here. This is about, say, 40. This is above 40. Say about what? 40, 44. This is above. This is between 80 and 90, but not quite 80. Well, let's say 84 and 42. And that's like 2 to 1, right? So you have this point and this point. This is north. This is east, right? So then you look, and that's in the third quarter. So that means north and east in the third quarter is C. Any questions on how you analyze that?
I didn't quite get that, man.
Okay. For the ratio to be 2 to 1, right? That means that's saying a value is twice another value. And what I'm saying, for something to be twice another value, you need a large value because all of these others say they're sort of close. Even this one, 20. This is above 20. This is above 40. Okay. But for one to be twice the other one, it's got to be a large value that's 2 times another value. So this value is around 84. This value is around 42. And 84 to 42 is what, Mercedes? What ratio is 84 to 42? 84 to 42. What ratio is that? What is that equal to if you simplify it?
22 to
What would it be?
21. 22, 21.
Simplify.
The 84 would be that's
84 divided by 42 is what, Mercedes?
oh, that would be 2,
And 42 divided by 42 is what?
1.
1. There you go.
You same
So,
21 I got.
no, you said 21.
Yeah, but I didn't divide it yet. I forgot to put the dot between like we did a while ago.
No,
Um,
to
when I
simplify,
take,
you divide 84 by 42, you get 2. 42 by 42, you get 1. And that's the ratio 2 to 1. But where did that 84 and 42 come from? Let's go back up here. This is about 84. That's the east, and we're in the third quarter. And you have what? Right here, the north, okay,
okay,
in the third quarter. So you looked at it, which one says east, north in the third quarter? Let's see.
okay.
Got it?
Yeah, but because you have to keep sliding up, I can't see the 12 at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not on the, yeah, I can't get them on the same page because
Two
that,
side
that
and
graph
side, yeah.
is too big. Yeah, if I could get
Yeah.
them side by side, it would be easier. But anyway, the point is when you're trying to find a ratio like here 2 to 1, you need a large value. So you can start right here and then say,
Yeah.
okay, what's my next value that's maybe about half that? And
Okay.
that would be something like 40 something. So it can't be this one. This one is under 40. That west, that's under
Okay.
40, right? So it has to be this north. Got it?
So the graph at the bottom show you not west, north, the positions.
Yeah, well, this is the label. I mean, this is showing you, this is called a legend. It's showing you that that symbol represents east, okay? That box symbol, that's like a diamond shape. The square shape represents west, and then the triangle represents north, okay? So, because the answers are given with these directions, north, east,
Okay, so
west.
you're saying the triangle represent
That's north. That's called a legend of the graph.
north,
So
and
when you
then
look at the graph, wherever you see the triangle, that's north. Wherever you
okay,
see
and
the square, that's west. Where you see
okay,
the diamond shape, that's east.
oh, okay,
See, these are the diamond shapes, and you have 4 points on each, right? Because you have the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. And what is this? What is it showing? It's showing the hat sales in the region offices. So
okay,
you've got the first quarter, the hat sales was this value in the west, this value in the north, and this value in the east. All right.
okay.
Now, if I ask you a question and say, what was the highest hat sales? What region had the highest hat sales in the fourth quarter? What would you say, Mercedes?
In the fourth quarter, I would say the triangle, which
What?
is in the west. Am I putting it
No,
the right place?
no, the
What's the triangle
triangle
again?
north.
North, north. So I
Okay,
would say the triangle which is in the north is the highest.
you would just say the north. Because
Okay,
I ask
got
you
it.
what region. You say the north region in the fourth quarter had the highest sales. What
Okay.
region had the lowest sales, Mercedes, in the
That
fourth quarter?
in the fourth quarter would be the diamond.
What region is that? There's your legend.
East.
That's right, Mary. East. And Marietta, what was the hat sales in the fourth quarter in the East?
And oh, you're saying that
Well, the East is the region. I'm asking another question. Marietta, are you listening?
Mhm.
What was the sales, the hat sales in the fourth quarter in the East?
The north.
What was it?
North.
No, I'm asking you for a number.
Oh, the number?
What was the sales? Listen to what I'm asking you. What was the sales in the East for the fourth quarter?
Oh, okay. Um,
It means you've got to give me a number. What was the number?
um,
Right here.
oh, 20.
20. Very good. Right there. Just read across. 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Mercedes, what
Yes,
was
ma'am.
the sales in the
One
West?
1 minute, miss. Give me back the position of the different shapes, so I can remember
East
them.
is diamond. West is square. North is triangle.
So north is a triangle. Hold on, let's
West
go.
is a square. And
West.
east is a diamond.
Okay, west is
A square. And it's
okay.
in black. North
Yeah.
is a diamond. It's in white. East is also black and it's a diamond. North is a triangle in white. West is a square in black. East is a diamond in black. You got
So
it?
yes, so east, west is a square.
Yes.
East
Is a diamond.
and triangle is a
North is the triangle.
north. Okay.
Now I ask you a question, Mercedes. Can you see the graph?
Yes.
Okay. What was the sales in the North region in the second quarter?
What was the sale in the north for the?
Second quarter.
That would be like a little over 40.
It's right here.
Yeah.
And if you go to right here, it's about
Yeah.
50.
That's what I
Right?
say, over 40. So
Yeah,
so
it
yeah.
will be 50, right? Because you at the
Yeah.
top of the triangle and you go across between
Over
40 and
60.
60 is
Yes.
50, and it's about
Yes.
halfway. So that would be 50,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Agree.
Got
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how you read the graph. Okay, now let me ask you another question. In the second quarter, a region had 40 in sales. What region was that, Maureen?
Oh, we should have an easy one.
Maureen?
West.
Maureen?
West. West.
Oh yeah, it was west because there's 40 and there's a square, there's a west, and there's the second quarter.
That's why
All
I'm saying
right.
should have an easy one.
Any questions?
Got it.
Okay, let me ask you another question. What region had the same number of sales and in what quarters? Marietta.
Oh.
Yes. Why are you calling me? What is it?
Marietta,
Yes.
listen to me. I know you know the answer. You just like to say something. Okay. What region had the same number of sales and in what quarters?
Mm-hmm. Second quarter,
Uh-uh.
and it's
I said same number.
Same
same
man.
number.
Same number of sales. A region had the same number of sales. And I want to know what was the region and what was the quarters.
Oh my God! Why are you giving me the hard one?
That's not a hard one.
That is easy. If you're
Uh,
looking.
Mercedes, I'm sorry. Marietta, where do you
uh,
see the same number? Where do you see the same number twice?
same number twice.
Yeah.
Is the wait a minute. The number 20 have the same number.
Okay, so you have 20 in what quarter?
First,
And what's
first,
the other quarter?
and fourth quarter.
And what region is that?
Um, East.
That's it. You got it.
Sir.
See, I tell you, you knew it. See, the diamond is east,
That's why you
and it
see.
had 20 in the first quarter and 20 in the fourth quarter. That's it.
You like to call me. I know that.
But Marietta, you got it right. I knew you could understand it. Any questions on this graph? So it's not as bad as you thought, right?
No,
No,
miss. I
no.
think
The thing is, my eyes. I don't have my glasses.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
Yeah,
have my.
yeah,
but I didn't see it.
just understand your legend. All right, this legend.
Write
Once
it
you
down.
identify that, then you can look at your graph and say, okay, if I'm right here, I'm looking at my west region. If I'm at with my white diamond, I'm looking at my north. And if I'm looking at the triangle, I'm looking at my north. If I'm looking at the diamond, I'm looking at my east region. And then on this horizontal, it's the various quarters. Okay, so you have quarters and you have sales, because what is the style of the graph? Hat sales in regional offices. You have three
Miss,
regions.
a question.
Yes, Mercedes, question?
I didn't see the reading. So is those details in the reading about the west and the east and the north? Is it in the reading?
Well, no, you
No,
have a
it's at the
legend.
side.
You have a legend. There's your legend that tells you east, west, north. What's on the horizontal line is underneath it. That's the quarters. And then the sales are on the left side. And you know that because it says hat sales in regional offices. And it said the company sales vary from quarter to quarter and factory to factory. The factories are in the regions.
So, Miss, what I'm asking is, we would have to guess if it is north, east, or west, according to the shapes.
No, you don't guess. They're defined.
So I don't see it in the reading. The words.
It's at the side. It's at the side of the graph.
You don't have to see it in the region. You have a legend, Mercedes. The legend tells you the shapes that are east region, the shapes that are west region, and the shapes that are north region.
What legend? I don't get it.
You don't. You can't. Well, maybe you don't see it here. You don't see a box here showing diamond east, square west, triangle north.
Shapes, but I don't see the word east, west, or north. That's why I'm asking if it's in the reading to indicate that.
No, it's next to the graph. Do you see the graph?
I can see the graph that say 180, 60 going down. Up the top, I
You see hat sales in regional offices. You see that, right?
Yes.
And you see the graph with all the lines.
Yeah.
And you don't see this legend at the right.
At the right? No. Let me see if I can.
Maureen, do you see the legend?
I just use my finger to move it and I see it.
Marietta, do you see the region?
Yeah.
I just saw it, miss.
Okay. Mercedes, you see it?
What happened is I just have to use my finger to shift it. This tablet can move now. I got another tablet. So
if you have touch, you have touch on your tablet. Yeah. Okay, so you can see it. There's your legend. This is called the legend.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, it's defining the shapes and what they mean. These are the regions. Got it?
I was so blessed to get this tablet yesterday for $10, and I was so glad.
That's good.
So I just slide. It's like the first one I had. So as I slide it, I see it.
Very good, because that's the thing that defines what these different shapes mean. It defines the regions.
Because I couldn't see it when it first asked me, so I asked her, what are they first?
Okay, okay.
Thank
all right,
you.
all right. I'm glad you're getting used to your tablet.
Yeah.
Any
But
questions on that problem?
no.
No, miss.
Okay, answer C. Okay. All right. Now here is a table. Now this had a lot of information, but you didn't really need much. Did anybody solve it?
No, I couldn't even figure it out. I was reading it all the time, reading it all the time.
Okay. This has a
And I
lot
read
of
it in size
information,
10 and 12 and
but
14
you'll be
questions.
amazed that you don't need but a little information. Okay.
And I read down to the second part, I still couldn't figure it out.
Okay. 3 dresses in style B using fabric 54 inches wide. That's all you need to look for in the table.
Oh,
Got it?
Mhm.
And 1 dress each of size 10, 12, and 14.
14, yeah.
So let's put that there. So first of all, you only need to look at style B. You don't need to
Yeah,
look at style A.
I know.
And you only need to look at the 54-inch wide fabric, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need to look at the dress sizes 10, 12, and 14, even though the table has 10, 12, 14, and 16. You got it?
I know.
Okay, so the first part of the table is A, style A. So you don't need that part of the table. You need the table B
Style B,
right
yeah.
here. Okay, this is the table you need. Let me
Yeah,
just,
so I read down to 45 inches, right? But
okay,
then I can figure them more.
no, but you only need the 54.
Yeah,
No, you know what,
right.
Maureen,
Um,
because the answer asks you three,
oh, yeah.
he's sewing 3 dresses in
Yeah,
style B using fabric that is 54 inches wide. So you
yeah.
only need to look in the
Uh,
table where you have the 54
yeah.
right here. Let's see.
So you trying
Okay, there we go. We only need to look here,
so that
right?
means then the first dress 10 will be like 2.5, yeah,
That's right,
yards.
right?
And then technically 12 will be that there. Will be
Yeah,
2.875 yards. And the other
right.
one will be 3 yards.
That's it. So what's the
Oh,
answer? You got it,
uh,
Maureen. So what do you add? Tell me what you add.
2.5.
Okay, 2.5
And the 2,
plus, what's the
2,
next one?
2.875.
2.875.
And
And
the
what's the
3.
and the 3. That's right. I'll just call that 3.0. And Maureen, add that up. Tell me what you get.
Oh, no.
Everybody add it up. See if everybody get the same answer.
Okay.
2.5 plus 2.875 plus 3.
2.75 plus 3. It
0.5
7
plus
3.
2.875 plus 3.
3, 7. 8, 2.
Anybody
I
got an
get
answer? What do you
I
get?
get I get 5.378.
No, I got 8.375.
Okay, 8.375. What do you get, Maureen?
5.378.
No,
Go again.
Maureen.
Go again. Go
You
again.
got 2 and 2 is 4 and 3 is 7. So you know your number is greater than still be greater than 7. Add it again. What do you get, Marietta?
3.375.
What? Go again.
How are you adding? Look at this. These are whole numbers.
Wait a minute. I
If
have
you
eight,
add a 2 and
eight.
2, you get a 4 and a 3 is 7.
I have
So
8.375.
very good. Okay. So Maureen, what did you get?
Oh, I had add mine different. Sorry. I didn't add mine like that.
How did you add, Maureen?
If you even miss a point, you get it wrong.
2.5 plus 2.875 plus 3. What did you get, Maureen?
I didn't add mine like that. I don't know.
Well, how did you add it?
I add mine. I don't know. I put 2.5, right?
Right?
Okay.
Plus. And then
Uh-huh.
what did you put next?
I put the 2 and I put a point into it, and then I put the 8.75 out the other side.
Wait.
So
You didn't put 2.875?
yeah. And then
Okay.
we see,
Clear it, Maureen. Put 2.5 plus 2.875
Plus
plus 3.
0.0.
Because what Marietta got, what Mercedes got is correct. So, Maureen, what did you get?
let me do it again.
Did you put in the values again?
No, I didn't do it over.
No, do it over. I want to know what you're doing incorrect.
No.
Clear it, put 2.5,
Okay. We do it. I will do it.
2.5. You using your TI calculator, right?
No, I'm not using that.
Where's your TI calculator?
I got it.
That's what you should be using. 2.5 plus 2.875
Yeah.
plus 3.
Yeah.
What do you get?
8.375.
Now you got the right answer.
I didn't
Okay.
use my calculator.
All right. So that's the correct answer. Let me ask you another question. Okay. This time I want you to look at style A.
Miss Barbara, before we
Yes.
move on,
Question?
how do I know to go to that section to get the answer?
Okay, let's go back up here.
54 is in there, but
Claude is sewing 3 dresses in style B. That tells us to go to the style B part of our table, right?
B. Oh,
And the fabric is 54 inches wide. That
what?
tells us to go to the 54 inches wide part of our table.
Okay, got you. You don't have to go further.
Okay, and then of course the 3 dresses are in the sizes 10, 12, and
So
14.
you go towards the side. So you send it to B. So you go straight
That's
to B.
it. You go straight to the B table, part of
And
the
you
table, and
this is
get your answer. Okay. Now, let me ask you another question. I'm going to style A now. All right. And for style A, let me go here. I want you to answer this question. Okay. What is the Mariette, is that your washing machine?
No, it's coming from in the in them.
Because I hear rumbling. Is that your washing machine?
No, it's not my washing
Is
machine.
that you, Mercedes?
no ma'am.
The
Well,
rumbling? Maureen, any rumbling in yours?
unless you hear my eater going on a small eater because that man they put
I
on
don't think so.
What is it?
my landlord didn't put on my eat and I'm freezing. I just called him a
Okay.
while ago.
Okay. What is the total fabric for style A? And let me give you the fabric size here. For sizes 12 12, 14, and 16 for a fabric with and I want to use 45 inches. Okay, so find the total fabric for style A, sizes 12, 14, and 16 for fabric with 45 inches. So here's the table.
A size. Size 12.
Five.
And that's a mental math problem, actually.
Yeah.
Right? Right, Maury?
Wait, wait.
Mhm.
12, 14, 16. Anybody got the
653.
answer? How much did you get, Maureen?
653.
653?
Yeah.
Miss, you have to give a total for the three of them or for each.
325, but 325 is
Look at
60.
what I asked you. Sizes 12, 14, and 16. Fabric
Yeah.
width 45 inches. Style A.
That's I know that, Miss, but that's not the question I'm asking.
What's the question, Mercedes?
How are you gonna get a total for each of them? You want me to put all total together and give you one total?
No, I say what is the total fabric for style A for these three sizes for that fabric width? Total. Total.
Okay, let me go back.
Got it?
Okay.
See, what is the total fabric?
I can see 12.
Plus.
I can see 14 and 16. I need to see the table.
Okay, can you see it in the question I asked? Let me make
Oh,
it.
I get 950.
You need to slide up
Okay.
for me. I can't
So
slide up.
Maureen got 950. What did you get, Marietta? It's really mental math.
Miss, I can't get to see the rest of the result to write them off. I
Okay.
do 12 already. I don't do
Okay. Here's the table.
14 and 16. I need to see.
Mental math. Marietta, what did you get?
I get it yet. I'm thinking 14 and 16, you say?
12,
Yeah,
14, 16.
160.
Three dress sizes. 12, 14, and 16.
Okay, no one understand what you're saying.
And it's mental math. You really don't have to put it in a calculator.
I just want to see them to write them off. From 16 is
Here
what?
we go. 45 inches. I'll put this here. Okay, let me put that there.
Okay, I got 9.50, Miss.
9.50. What did you get, Marietta?
Checking it still.
This is mental math.
Huh?
Mental math. Because you're adding what? 3, 3.25, and 3.25. So Marietta, what's 3.25 plus 3.25?
Wait a minute.
What's a quarter plus a quarter? Marietta, what's the 1/4 plus 1/4?
I get 6.5.
Okay, and what's 3 added to that?
Oh, okay, all right.
6.5 plus 3 is what?
9.5.
9.5. That's it. That's why I said about the math. So your answer would have been 9.5. There you go. All right. Okay. Very good. Now, any questions on the assignment?
No.
Okay. So We'll continuing our table charts and graphs. And as I said before, line graphs show how variables change over time. Pie charts compare parts to a whole, like, it's in percents or it could be in degrees. Bar graphs compare groups of variables. Now we want to look at bar graphs. Okay.
And the next time, please, when you're doing it, write it a little bigger and print it dark for me to do my work. You hear me, Miss Babs?
Yes, I hear you, hon.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss what
Can you see this, or should I make it bigger?
It's good now. I could see a bar graph get
what are you using there?
from the bar that is.
What is it, Mercedes?
I'm asking her, what is she using? A phone or a tab or what?
No, I think she's talking about a homework assignment.
No, what is the thing she's using to see you? A phone, a tablet, or a computer? What is she using?
Marietta, what are you using?
What? What
A
is that?
tablet or a phone?
I have my computer.
She's using a computer.
You're using a computer and not seeing it? You're supposed to can blow up big.
No, I think she's talking about the homework I sent her. Assignment.
No.
Marietta, weren't you referring to the assignment?
Yes,
What's
Miss
her doing
Babs,
now?
that's what I was referring to.
She need her glasses.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have her glasses.
Oh.
Okay. Now let's look at bar graphs. Okay. Bar graphs, we can show them vertically or horizontal. Okay. And something for you to remember, there are three main types of bar graphs. They're vertical. The bars are vertical or horizontal. Bars are horizontal, or double bars, where you can have more than one bar on a graph. Okay, here's the vertical. All right, does everybody see that graph? Number of visitors and month. What month had the greatest number of visitors?
February.
February. That's right. Which one had the lowest?
January.
January.
Okay. Why do you think? Just why would you think January is the lowest?
It's in the color red, so you can see it plainly.
What?
It's in the color red and it's stopped at the number 15C.
No, I mean just logically, why would you think that January would be lower? It might be related to the weather.
Oh.
Right? I'm just saying, we don't know why. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's a horizontal. Same graph. You can still see February had the highest number of visitors. That's on the horizontal, and the month is on the vertical. Now, if you had the double bar graph, so you're putting the graphs together, and say you put adults, break it down to adult and child visitors, you can see you had more adults in June, and you had less adults in May. And why is that? It could be related to school closing and opening, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, that can also be a stacked double. In other words, you could put the blue on top of the red, and you're still seeing the child visitors in blue and adult in red. And you read them off the same. You just go across here.
700
across here.
13.
Okay. So, right. So we want to, okay, so here's a graph. Let me make this big. We want to answer questions from this bar graph. Okay, let me make that bigger. Okay, this is a graph of calories in order of large fries at McDonald's, Burger King, A&W, and Orbeez. Okay, now looking at this graph. Okay, an appropriate title for the graph, and I put it here. Let me make this bigger. Okay, this is calorie consumption of a large order of fries. We can use that as a title. What is on the vertical scale? Let's go back up here. On the vertical, we have what? Calories. What do we have on the horizontal?
The name of the franchise.
Yeah, the
McDonald's.
name of the
Burger King.
franchise.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So number of calories. Now, what does the red bar represent? Let me go back up here and make this bigger. Okay, look at the red bar. What does it represent?
Burger King.
Burger King. Okay. Now let's go down here. Which restaurant has the least amount of calories in the order of fries?
Least.
Which one has the lowest amount?
A&W.
A&W. There you
Yeah.
go. A&W. So you just read it off the bar graph, right? And what does the blue bar represent? Which company?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. There we go. Okay. So when you look at these graphs, you should be able to tell what's on the vertical and what's on the horizontal. Okay, let's make that bigger. Okay. Now, let's take another graph. I want you to look at this graph and we want to answer questions 6 to 11. Now, this is a graph showing the distance of the planets from the sun. Okay. And on the horizontal label, what's on the horizontal? What's the label for the horizontal?
Zeros and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
50.
No, what's the label? I didn't ask you values.
Uh,
The label is what is it? Astronomical
units.
That's right. Astronomical.
Unit.
Always know what's being shown, right? Astronomical units is called AU. All right. Now, what do the labels represent on the vertical axis? Anybody? Vertical.
Pluto. Pluto.
There's a name for these.
Planet.
What's planets? Names of planets.
Okay.
All right. So that's what you put. Names
Of planets.
of planets, right? And you see Earth is there. Okay. How far from the sun is the planet Neptune? Let's go back up to the graph. Look at Neptune. How far is it from the sun?
What is the sun? 40.
Neptune.
It's 30.
30 right here. You
Yeah,
see
30
that?
degrees.
Marietta? And you come down here, that's 30. So how far is Neptune from the sun? 30. All right. So we put 30. Which planet is closest to the sun? Let's go back to our graph. Which one is closest to the sun?
Neptune.
No.
Uranus.
No.
The sun.
Which one? Closest
to the sun. Saturn.
No.
Oh, let me see.
What is it, Mercedes?
Mercury.
Mercury, right here.
Oh, hell.
No, it's the sun.
See the bar right there? You don't have to see the sun. It says distance from the sun or these values on the bar graph.
All right.
All right. So astronomical units, Pluto is close to 40, and whereas Mercury is just above 0. So it's about 1.
I'm sorry, I didn't see the topic.
I didn't see the topic either.
Distance from the sun.
The sun. Now I see. Now I see.
There's the planets. All right. So these planets, what is being shown on the horizontal in astronomical units is the distance from the sun. And the one with the smallest distance is Mercury. The one with the highest distance is Pluto. So Mercury, closest to the sun, that would be Mercury. Now I ask another question. Are any of the planets equal distance from the sun? Now let's go back up to the graph and that's a yes or a no. Are
Yes.
any of them equal distance from the sun?
Yes.
No.
Maureen, you said what?
What you say distant from?
Equal.
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 You see any equal?
No.
Okay. Marietta, you see any that's equal? Yes, no?
Mm-mm.
No, they're all different. There none of these that are equal. So, like Mercedes said, answer is no.
No.
Okay. What is this graph measuring, Maureen?
The sun.
What? What is it
That is
measuring?
the sun.
It's measuring the distance from the sun.
The distance of planets from the sun.
Oh, right. Oh,
Distance of planets from the sun. Okay, everybody mute themselves, please. Everybody mute themselves.
well. Okay. Well, my hand touched on that.
Wait just a minute. No. Marietta,
Okay.
no, mute yourself. Don't mute yourself. Mercedes, unmute yourself.
Okay. Mine gone off anyhow.
Mercedes, the noise is coming from you.
From me? All right, let
Yep.
me see something.
The noise is coming from you. Because when I had you mute yourself, the noise stopped. Okay. So distance of planets from the sun.
Tell me if you hear sound again.
Yeah.
Yep, it's from you, Mercedes.
I have no sound on. The only thing I had
Well,
making
it's a kind of rumbling from you.
It's
only
the
all a minute, miss, let me speak. The only thing I
So
have
mute
on,
when you mute yourself, I don't hear it.
hold on, miss. The only thing I had making sound was this now. I'll plug it back in. The eater. There it is again. Do you hear that sound?
I hear the sound.
Listen again. We'll plug it out.
The heater.
Do you hear it anymore?
I still hear it.
No, it's not me this time, unless it's outside.
Maybe it's outside now. Mute yourself.
I hear a car.
Mute yourself, Mercedes.
Huh?
Mute yourself, Mercedes.
No, that's the only sound I have.
No, go ahead and mute yourself. Now I don't hear it. It's from you. It's coming from you somewhere. Because I only hear it when you are unmuted. All right? Okay. Now, I want you to use this graph to answer questions 12 through 15. This is heart disease and stroke risk factors among adults in Missouri compared with the US. Okay, I want you to look at this graph and you see the risk factors: diabetes, cigarette smoking, high blood pressure, high total blood cholesterol, no moderate or vigorous physical activity, overweight or obese, eat fruits and vegetables less than 5 times a day. And on the horizontal is percentage of adults, and on the vertical are the risk factors. The red represent Missouri, the blue represents nationwide. Okay.
Mister, you hear sound still?
Yes, I hear it. I only hear it when you are muted. It stops when you are muted, Mercedes.
You know what happened, Miss? I think it's this new topic. I don't know what causing it.
Well, go to mute because I hear it when you unmuted.
Nothing is in the house making sound anymore.
So mute yourself, please. Okay, now I don't hear it. So it's coming from you from somewhere. You may have to start the computer again. You may have to shut down and come on again. You can try that. All right. Okay, does everybody understand this bar graph? Now notice this is a double because you have two different things you or looking at? You're looking at the state of Missouri by itself, and you're looking at nationwide. Okay. So, any questions on what this graph is showing? Maureen, you understand? Marietta?
This is Missouri. In Missouri.
It's in the
Okay,
red.
I thought about the cigarettes. The cigarettes in Missouri is 24 people, 24.5 people smoking more
Yeah,
than the ones there.
the risk factor, cigarette
How
smoking, 24.5. Okay. That's
and the
percentage.
diabetes?
That's percentage of
Uh-huh,
adults.
uh-huh.
Okay, go
And the
ahead.
diabetes went to top, and the other one is the same.
Yeah, they're the same,
Um,
about 8 point. Oh, and that's percent. And what about high blood cholesterol?
Missouri more than nationwide.
Yeah, Missouri's in the red. It's higher than nationwide.
National, yeah.
What about no moderate or vigorous physical activity?
Nationwide and Missouri is the same.
Well, not quite. They're
No,
close.
one is
Missouri,
51.2 and one is
yeah,
Missouri is
51.5.
first, and then
it's a little higher, but they are close to each other. You're right,
Yeah,
Marietta. They're close. Missouri is 51.2 and nationwide is 50.5.
yeah,
What about overweight or obese? They're pretty close here too, right?
yeah, that's it, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And what about the eat fruits and vegetables less than 5 times a day?
Missouri is more.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the percent
yeah,
is higher,
That's yeah,
79.8 versus nationwide
mhm,
75.6.
yeah.
Now, using that, okay, so what type of graph is this? What would you say? When I
Hot. I can't see.
no,
Heart disease.
I didn't ask you the subject or the title.
uh,
When I say type, the types are what? Line graph, bar graph,
there's
single,
a
bar
biograph.
graph, double, or
Biograph.
There's a biograph double.
pie chart. So what would it be, Maureen? Maureen?
A biograph double.
Yeah, it's a bar graph double. See, back up here when I show you the different kinds of, let's go back up here.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I told you the different kinds
I know.
of graphs? Okay, so back up here. Vertical, horizontal, double bar graph. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a double bar graph, right?
Yeah.
If you have two bars. Okay, so if you just put bar graph, that would be okay because they fall in bar graph, line graph, pie charts. So let's go ahead and put, well, we just put double bar graph. So you know that this is a double. What type graph is this? Okay, double bar graph. All right.
Miss, that is when both of them have the same number, right? Or near?
I'm sorry.
Is that when both of them have the same number or near?
No, double a bar graph means you have two bars. You're looking at the data for two bars versus one bar. Like with the foods and the calories, that was like one bar. But here you have two bars representing data. Missouri.
Two different data.
Well, Sadie, you got to go to mute because that noise is coming from you. Okay. So you have two bars representing the data. That's why we say double bars. All right. Whereas we just looked at one that just had one bar. So what represents the data? A bar graph, and this is a double bar graph. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's look at the horizontal. What is on the horizontal, Maureen? What do you see on the horizontal? That's horizontal right there.
Percent.
The percent of adults.
Percentage of adults. That's right. That's what's on the horizontal. So you put, okay, percentage
Adult.
of adults. Now, it's very important when you look at a graph, you know what the graph subject is. Well, first of all, you know whether the graph is a line graph, bar graph, or pie chart. And you know that from the shape. Line graph, it's a line. The bar graphs, you have bars. The pie chart, you have a circle. And this could be in percents or it could be degrees. All right. Now, which risk factor is the lowest in the Missouri adults? So let's go back up here. Look at the graph. Look at the graph. Which one has the lowest?
The diabetics.
The diabetes is the lowest. You see that, Marietta? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, because that bar is smaller.
Yeah.
The smaller the bar, the lower the value.
Value.
So you'd put diabetes. Okay. Okay, so let's just put diabetes. Now, which one, let's go back up here. Now we see that one is the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you say has the highest risk factor in Missouri?
Highest in Missouri.
The overweight.
That's right, the overweight or obese, because that's the
Yeah.
longest bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the next one would be the no moderate or vigorous physical activity.
Uh-huh.
Right? Okay, let's go to another question. Which risk factor is about 50% nationwide? Let's go back up here. Which one is about 50% nationwide? Nationwide is the blue. Which would you say?
Missouri.
No,
No.
I say which physical activity
Or activity.
is
Oh,
about 50% nationwide. And nationwide is the blue. So which one is about 50%?
the
Modified.
more moderate.
I'm sorry, one at a time. Marietta, what were you saying?
Go ahead. Let her go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Maureen.
I will say the more moderate vigorous physical activity.
That is correct. No moderate or vigorous physical activity. That's about 50.5, which is about 50%. So
Yeah.
your answer would be no moderate or physical activity. No moderate or physical. Was it no moderate exercise? I think it was EXERC. No moderate exercise or physical activity. So we put just what was on there. Okay. No moderate or vigorous physical activity. No moderate or not exercise. No moderate or vigorous physical activity. That would be the answer. So you're getting the hang of the bar graphs?
Yeah.
Pretty interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now let's look at some more examples, see if you can figure these out. I'm sure you can. Okay. What is this graph showing?
Favorite colors.
Favorite colors. Okay. You see your colors on the vertical, the number of votes for the colors on the horizontal.
Okay.
Now, how many more people voted for the most popular color than the least popular color? I want you to look at the graph and tell me how many more people voted for the most popular color than the least, and tell me your answer.
Red.
I just want to know your answer.
Red.
No, that's not what I asked you.
Oh, 33.
That's not what I asked you.
What number you want?
How many more people voted for the most popular color than the least popular color? How many more? That's a subtraction of something. What do you subtract?
Oh, Yes, I tried.
You gotta read
30.
these, you gotta read these carefully, right?
Yes, I tried. 9 from 33.
So the most popular color was red.
Yeah.
The least popular color, there we go, 33. The least was the silver at 9.
9, yeah.
So you're right, Maureen. It'll be 33
That's 9.
minus. How
Yeah.
many more? And what's that equal to?
24.
24. That's the answer.
Yeah.
24 more people voted for the most popular color, which was red, than
Yes.
the least popular color, that was silver. Questions? Okay. How many more did not vote for silver or purple? Okay, so look at the graph. How many more? How many? How many? Well, there should
More.
be more. How
Did not.
many? Well, you don't need more. How many did not vote for silver or purple? That's number 2. So here's the graph. Tell me the number. How many did not vote for silver or purple?
Okay. Silver is 24. Right?
Silver is 9.
Yeah. And purple is like 23.
Maureen, you're going about it the incorrect way.
Huh.
Let me look at the question again. And how many did not vote for silver or purple?
Oh.
So if they didn't vote for silver or purple, they voted for the other colors. Take those colors and add them up. And tell me what you get.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you've got to do the amounts.
No, the
People are on,
numbers.
number of votes is on the horizontal. So you got to read
so we
the.
got 33. Right?
Add them up and give me a total.
33.
No, just add them up and give me a total.
Okay.
$117.
What did you add, Mercedes?
I get 109.
Favorite color? Red, blue. What do you have to do? Add?
Yeah. You're going to add all different to silver or purple.
Just don't add silver or purple. Add up the bars for other than silver or purple.
Silver and purple, okay.
So you got red, blue, black.
So what's the number you think the bottom?
The number of votes is on the horizontal. Yes.
Okay. 3.
I agree. Hello.
What did you get, Maureen?
Let me call you back, Miss Barbara.
Okay.
Maureen, what did you get for your total?
Okay, hold on a minute, Miss Barbara.
Mel
I get
said-
109.
Okay, that's close. Marietta, what did you get?
I ain't get nothing yet. I just start.
Okay.
I do 33.
Mercedes, check your math because your answer you gave was incorrect.
33. I got 21 for the blue.
That's right. 33 for the red, 21 for the
21 for
blue.
the blue.
What'd you get for the black?
I get 23 for the black.
Well, it's 22. It's closer to 22.
Oh, it's 22. Oh, it's 22.
Okay. And then what'd you get for the gold?
I get 32.
32. And when you add that up, what do you get?
2, 4, 5, 3, 8.
Get 108, right?
Yeah, 108.
108. Mercedes, you check your
108.
math. What did you get?
108. I got it.
108 is the answer. Very good. Okay. Marietta?
Yeah, I getting confused.
Wait. Okay, Marietta. Let's go back. The question asked, let's go here. How many did not vote for silver or purple? So what you need to do is look at the graph. Don't add purple. Don't add silver. So you add up the other colors. Red is what, Marietta?
Red is 33.
Right? And we're not doing purple. What is blue?
Blue is 21.
There we go. Right. What is black?
Black is
It's about 22, between
20.
21 and 24. So that's about 22.
Mhm.
Okay. And what is gold, Marietta?
Gold is 31.
32.
Oh, put 32.
30,
Okay.
about 32. Okay. Now add those up
Okay.
and tell me what you get, Marietta.
Okay. 33 plus 41 plus 22 plus
And what total do you get?
108.
108. That is correct. How many did not vote for silver or purple?
108.
Okay, so you'd have 33 plus 21
Plus 22
plus 22
plus 20, 33.
plus 32.
32
32.
is
And that's
108.
equal to 108. You just add up all the colors that's not silver or purple. Questions?
No.
Okay. All right. Now I think we have one more graph, one more bar graph. This is planned advertising expenditures for 2002. And here are your categories on the vertical: other, direct mail, radio, television, magazines, newspapers. On the horizontal, you have millions of dollars. First question: how much does the company plan to spend on advertising by direct mail? Let me make that bigger. Okay. Make that bigger. How much does the company plan to spend on advertising by direct mail? And you have your choices here. I want you to tell me which one of these is correct. Okay, so look at your graph. You're going to look at advertising by what? Direct mail. How much money does the company plan to spend on advertising by direct mail? So here is direct mail. Where would you say that is? Right here.
Is
What value would you give that?
I'll say 17.
Okay, let's
17.
okay, let's see if that's one of yes, you're right. There you go. C. There's your answer. Very good, Marietta. 17. That's your answer. Okay. That's the answer, 17 million. Just and notice you just read that off the bar graph, right? You just looked
Yeah.
at the bar graph and just read it off. Now I think there's one more question on the same graph. Now the company plans to spend the least amount of money. Let me make that bigger. On what type of advertising? Let's make this. Okay, so look at the graph. So where does it plan to spend the less money? Which bar is the smallest there?
Magazines.
Magazines. Arietta, you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the smallest right here between 10 and
Yeah.
15. It's the smallest millions of dollars. All right. So the answer would be magazines. And there we go. B. Let's see, make that bigger. Okay. And magazines. That would be the answer. Any questions on bar graphs?
No.
No.
You did good on these, so you should do well on your assignment, right?
Yes.
Okay, so remember your assignment will be on mostly bar graphs. Of course, you'll have at least one line graph, but mostly bar graphs, okay?
Okay.
And as I said, you can send me your answers all at once, or you can send in one or two at a time, whichever way you want to do it. But that homework will be due before next Monday because we don't meet on Thursday,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Any questions on anything we've gone over?
No.
All right. What are the three kinds of graphs, Marietta?
Oh boy, why you always calling Mariette?
You know the three kinds, Marietta. What are they?
You calling Mariette? Hey.
Marietta, what are the three kinds of graphs?
Ay, ay, ay.
That
Mm-mm.
we haven't looked at one of them. We've looked at one, A, B, and then C we'll look at later. Pie charts. But what are the other two?
Um, oh my God. I write it down. I don't even know where I put it someplace. Eh.
We just went over one type. What was the one we just went over?
You went to
The type we just finished. What was that? Well, let me show you the graph and maybe you'll, that a trigger. What kind of graph is that? Marietta?
planet average.
No, I
Oh,
didn't ask you the title. I'll say type.
oh, type.
What type graph is this?
I can't recall.
No, what are these? What do you call these blue things here? What would you call them?
Horizontal.
No, what do you call these blue? No,
Bars.
bars. Marietta?
Hey.
Bars. These are bars. So they are bar graphs.
Okay. I
And
didn't
when,
want to.
yeah, they're bars, so they're bar graphs. And when we had lines, we say line graphs.
Okay.
So when I was asking you the three main types, I wanted you to say line graphs, bar graphs, pie charts. And we'll look at pie charts next time.
Okay.
All right.
I have bar charts and bar graphs.